Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Flow Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm William, and we are so glad you are here with us today.
Now, I want to start with something. How many times a day do you think a native English speaker uses the word get?
10 times? 20?
Try hundreds.
Hundreds.
Hundreds. Get is absolutely everywhere in English. It is in the morning, get up. It is at work, get things done. It is in emotions, get angry, get excited. It is in relationships, get along. It is in understanding, I get it.
And yet, it is one of the most confusing words for learners, because get does not do just one thing.
It does everything.
Get has so many meanings, so many uses, so many combinations that learners often avoid it completely.
They think, I am not sure how to use it, so I will just use another word instead.
And that is understandable, but it also means they sound a little unnatural, a little textbook.
Because in real English, get is unavoidable. It is how people actually speak.
So today, we're going to open up the world of get together.
No stress, no long lists, just real conversations, real examples, real English.
And by the end of this episode, get will feel like one of your best friends in the English language.
If you are new here, welcome to English Flow Podcast. Subscribe now and grow your English with us every single week.
Okay, Sarah, let's get started.
See, it's already here. Let's go.
Before we look at the different uses of get, let's understand why this word is so powerful and so flexible.
Most words in English do one job. Run means to run. Sleep means to sleep. Beautiful means beautiful.
But get is different. Get is like a key that opens many different doors.
And the reason for that is, at its heart, get carries the idea of movement or change, something moving toward you, something changing from one state to another.
Movement toward you. I got a letter. I got a promotion. I got a cold.
Something arriving in your life, coming to you.
Change from one state to another. I got tired. She got better. It got dark.
Something shifting, transforming, moving from here to there.
And when you hold on to those two ideas, arrival and change, get starts to make much more sense.
It is not random, it is not confusing. It follows a logic, just a very flexible one.
So let's explore the main ways get shows up in real life.
And let's start with the one most learners already know. The first and most familiar meaning of get, to receive something, to obtain something, to have something come into your life.
I got a message from an old friend this morning. She got a new job last week. He gets a lot of emails every day.
In every one of those sentences, something is arriving, coming toward the person.
A message arrives. A job comes into her life. Emails come to him daily.
This is get at its most straightforward, and it is incredibly common in daily conversation.
Can you get me a glass of water? You are asking someone to bring something to you.
I need to get some groceries on the way home. You are going to obtain, to collect, to bring home food.
Did you get my message? Did my message arrive to you? Did you receive it?
I got a really nice surprise today. Something pleasant arrived unexpectedly in my life.
All of these use get to talk about something coming toward you, something you now have that you did not have before.
And notice how natural and casual this sounds. In formal writing, we might say receive, but in real spoken English, get is what people actually say.
I received your email is formal. I got your email is natural every day.
Both are correct, but get is how friends speak, how colleagues speak, how real life sounds.
And that is exactly what we want to help you with, real-life English. Now, this is one of my favorite uses of get, and it is one that learners often miss completely.
Get meaning to become, to change from one state to another.
Remember we said get carries the idea of change? This is where that shines.
Instead of saying become, which is perfectly correct but can sound a little formal, native speakers very often use get.
It is getting cold outside. The temperature is changing, moving from warm to cold.
I got really tired after the meeting. My state changed. I moved into tiredness.
She got better after a few days of rest. Her health changed. She moved from unwell to better.
He got angry when he heard the news. His emotion shifted, changed.
They got married last spring. Their relationship status changed. A new state began.
I get nervous before presentations. In those moments, my state transforms into nervousness.
Do you see the pattern? Get plus an adjective, tired, cold, better, angry, married, nervous, all describe a change in state.
And this is incredibly useful because emotions change, weather changes, situations change, health changes. Life is full of change.
And get is the perfect word to describe all of it.
Let me give you a few more. Get lost, get confused, get excited, get bored, get dressed, get ready.
Get dressed and get ready are interesting because you are changing your state, moving from undressed to dressed, from not ready to ready.
Get ready is one of the most used phrases in daily English. Are you ready? Almost. I just need to get ready.
And get lost, not just physically, but emotionally too. Sometimes in a big city, you get lost. Sometimes in a difficult conversation, you get completely lost.
I know that feeling well.
We all do.
Another very important use of get. Movement. Arriving somewhere. Reaching a place.
What time did you get home last night? When did you arrive home?
I usually get to work by 8:30. I arrive at work. I reach my workplace.
How do you get to the city center from here? How do you travel? How do you reach that place?
She got on the train at the last second. She moved onto the train. She boarded it.
He got off the bus 2 stops early by mistake. He moved off. He stepped off.
Can you get through this door? It seems stuck. Can you pass through? Move through?
Notice how get works with little direction words on, off, through, to, home to describe movement.
Get on a bus, a train, a plane. Get off at the right stop. Get to your destination. Get home safely.
These are phrases every traveler, every commuter, every person going anywhere needs to know.
And they all feel natural because they describe the physical movement, the arrival, the boarding, the reaching.
How long does it take to get there? How long until you arrive?
I couldn't get through the crowd. I couldn't move through. I was blocked.
Get is mapping out your journey, your movement through the world.
From where you are to where you need to be.
Let's talk about the mistakes learners make with get and fix them gently.
The first one, avoiding get altogether. This is the biggest mistake. People replace get with more formal words in every situation, and their English starts to sound a little stiff.
Instead of, I got your message, they say, I received your message, which is correct, but in casual speech, it sounds formal.
Instead of, she got really tired, they say, she became very tired. Again, correct, but get sounds more natural in everyday conversation.
So the fix is not to replace get, it is to use get more. Let it into your speaking.
The second mistake, using get with the wrong structure. People sometimes say, I got know the news, but the correct forms are I got to know the news or I found out the news.
Get to do something means to have the opportunity. I got to meet a famous author last year. I never get to travel for work.
And the third mistake, confusing get with have in certain phrases. People say, I am having tired, mixing up the structures. The natural phrase is, I am getting tired or I feel tired.
Getting tired. The change is happening. The state is shifting.
Now let's hear everything in a real conversation. Two colleagues talking after a long Monday.
I am absolutely exhausted. I couldn't get to sleep until almost 2 in the morning.
Oh no, did something happen?
I just couldn't get my mind to stop. You know that feeling. And then I had to get up at 6.
I completely get that. I go through that sometimes too. How are you getting on with that big project, by the way?
Slowly, but I think I'm getting there. I just need to get through this week.
You will, and then we can get away for the weekend. I was thinking we could all get together at the lake house.
That sounds perfect. I really need to get away from the city for a bit.
Listen to that. Get to sleep. Get up. Get that feeling. Getting on with. Getting there. Get through. Get away. Get together. Get away from.
9 uses of get in one short conversation, and it all sounds completely natural.
Because it is completely natural. That is how English sounds. That is how people speak.
And now you speak that way too.
We're reaching the end of today's episode, and I want to leave you with something simple but important.
Please.
Get is not a confusing word. Get is an honest word. It tells you something is arriving, something is changing, something is moving.
Receive it. Get. Become something. Get. Arrive somewhere. Get. Understand. Get. And then all the combinations and phrases that come from those ideas.
One word, many doors, and you now have the key to all of them.
So from tomorrow, stop avoiding get. Start using it. When you want to say become, try get. When you want to say arrive, try get. When you want to say understand, try get.
Let it into your English and watch how much more natural and fluid you sound. Language grows through use, not through perfect knowledge, through brave, everyday use.
And you are brave. You are here. You are listening and learning and flowing.
If this episode helped you today, please share it with someone who is on their own English journey and subscribe to English Flow Podcast so you never miss an episode. Every week, new topics, new words, new conversations, all made for you.
I'm William.
And I'm Sarah. Keep flowing.